Hello, my name's Agent Richard. I'm a plastic and cosmetic surgeon and the director of cosmetic courses based here in the United Kingdom. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make up a syringe of Vistabel. So we've talked about in this in other videos. Vistabel is basically half a vial of Botox. So this is the product which is licensed for glabellar lines made by Allergan. Okay, so Botox, remember, 100 units per vial. Vistabel, exactly the same, half bottle of wine, exactly the same product, just in a smaller size, 50 units. Okay, so the first thing is this will have arrived to you cold. It will have been couriered to you cold, so please straight in the fridge. And then when you want to use it and make it up, you bring it out of the fridge and to make it up. Okay, so the first thing is open it up, which funnily enough is often the most difficult thing actually to get the vial out of the box. So what I tend to do is just check it. So I have lot number, expiry date, and the expiry date is 11/2010, and it's November 2009 now, so that's a year from hence. If you actually look at the vial, there's I don't know if you can see, there's hardly anything in there. You won't see very much, by the way, of Botox in there at all, or Vistabel. It really is just a smear. Okay, so I tend to do that, lift off the lid, and I tend not to use alcohol medi-swipes on the lids because it's said to denature the botulinum toxin. Okay, now this will all be vacuumed, so my first stage is to let the vacuum off. So with a green needle, I let the vacuum off, so you should hear a hiss when I put that through. Don't know if you heard that. I heard a hiss. So the hiss, which shows that is vacuumed, it's drawing air in. Okay. My next stage is to add bacteriostatic saline. Now we use bacteriostatic saline because it's less painful for the patients. So you don't use water for injections. You use saline because it's less painful, and we prefer to use bacteriostatic, which is available from all the pharmacies, because that is pH neutral and it's less painful for the patients. Bacteriostatic saline contains a small amount of alcohol, which keeps it pH neutral. So we find it much less painful. Okay, so take the lid off that. I'm going to make the Vistabel up into 1 ml. Okay, in this case. So what I do is I'm going to draw slightly more than 1 ml up into my syringe. Okay, now it's very important, I don't know if you can see, to do this without bubbles, because Botox does not like it. Needs to be done nice and gently and without bubbles. Okay, so I don't know if you can see, I've actually drawn 1.1 mils of bacteriostatic saline up into the syringe. No bubbles. Okay, my next move is to push it through into the bottom of the vial. So I will push the needle through to the bottom of the vial so I can inject. If I have it further up here, my plume of bacteriostatic saline is going to disturb the Vistabel. So I have it on the bottom, and then I just gradually inject. Okay? Then just gently turn the vial. So no shaking. Okay? So don't turn it upside down, don't shake it, because all that's going to do is create bubbles. Okay? That's enough to mix it. I don't need to shake it vigorously. And then just draw up. Can you see I'm just drawing up the product? Okay? Now, remember, I put 1.1 mils of bacteriostatic saline in. The reason for that is I'm going to lose some of the product in the syringe and needle. I can't inject with that needle, that's far too big to inject. This is only used for drawing up. Okay, so I've got no bubbles, 1.1 mils of saline with the Vistabel in there. Okay, get rid of that. Okay, and now I'm actually going to use the needle I'm going to inject with, which in this case is a pediatric 30 gauge needle. Okay, so when I inject, I need to make sure that the numbers face me, and I need to make sure that the bevel of the needle faces me. Okay, so I've got numbers towards me, bevel towards me. Okay, so with one hand I can then inject with the bevel up. Okay, just make sure there's one teeny weeny little bubble there which I've just put to the top, and this is an important stage. I need to prime the needle, so I need my Botox Vistabel mixture up into the needle. So I don't know if you can see that. I'm just going to inject there, okay, and you should see some fluid at the top of the needle. Can you see? In a minute it'll come. See some bubbles there? Okay, so I put 1.1 in, but you can see now I'm on exactly 1. Can you see that? So this is now absolutely ready to go. That needle has not been through. It's not been through the bung of the vial. It's sharp, ready to go. Numbers towards me, bevel towards me. Okay, and then I just sheathe it. Okay, and that is ready to go. And if there's any delay before using that, I'll put it in the fridge to store it in that form. Okay, so I hope that's clear. It looks easy making up a Vistabel vial, but in practice it isn't quite that easy. The keys, I think, are to do it nice and gently, to avoid any bubbles, to avoid a jet of the bacteriostatic onto the Vistabel Botox complex, and draw everything up slowly. Draw a little bit more up, just because you are going to lose some in the needle. So as I mentioned, draw up 1.1 mils because you're going to lose approximately 0.1 mil. Okay, so I hope that's clear. I'll be doing another video to describe the technique for making up as you learn, which is very similar, and in further videos I'm going to be talking you through actually how you decide where to inject the toxin in the face and the technique for injecting it. If you'd like any more information about how you make up the either Vistabel, Botox, how you administer it, or you'd like to arrange for a course where we can actually show you on a one-to-one. Our one-to-one courses are very successful and very popular, where you actually get personal training, on a one-to-one basis on any aspect that you're unsure about. Please contact us via our website, which is cosmeticcourses.co.uk. So thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you found it informative, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the series of videos.